Hi, hello guys, welcome to all of you. This is Vinay. Before you, today in this video we're going to discuss about the topic called as examples. Means here we're going to discuss only practice examples regarding the reported speech or a narration or of direct to indirect speech. So these all are the names of a single topic, the father of English grammar, which is considered as the bulk grammar topic in English grammar, that is reported speech, as well as known as the narration, as well as known as the direct and indirect speech. So here we are going to discuss, but finally we entered into the new year called 2023, and we said bye bye yesterday to the 2022. So here I hope you will be enjoying this 2023 new year, and I wish you all happy new year to all of you who are the viewers, and wish you happy new year for, and I wish you that many happy new years bring you furthermore steps in you to you people, and that will give you to you the great and healthy life, and may that gives you the happy and prosperous life ahead. Okay, now with the hope that I will start the topic called examples. Means okay, here we will only discuss about the examples. Here we are going to discuss only about the practice examples regarding the reported speech and how to convert the direct into indirect. If that will be if the direct speech will be in the indirect, then sorry into the, if the direct speech is interrogative, then how we have to change that into the indirect, what are the rules we have to utilize. Okay, that all we are going to discuss in this single video. So please be connected with me till the end, and if you are new viewer, then do subscribe to it if you haven't done yet. Okay, because if you subscribe to it, then you will get furthermore updates of mine, and like that innovative and like that innovative steps, like these innovative steps I will be bringing ahead. So please do subscribe to it and be connected with me till the end to get clarified about this regarding this topic. So okay, let me start now. Okay, now here practice examples of reported speech. So here what are the examples we have to discuss, because we have already discussed I think more or less I made 5 to 6 videos regarding the reported speech, because of all 20 minutes videos those are. So if you want that those links of those videos, then I will provide in this video's description. You should not worry about that, and let me start the topic now. What are the examples we have to take? Orally I will tell, and I will translate, or sorry, I will transform those sentences into indirect on this board. Orally I will announce the questions, and here I will write those answers, okay, of those questions. How? Okay, direct speech I will introduce. If the sentence, if the direct speech is of assertive, then how to change that into indirect speech. Okay, Vinay said to Aditya, Vinay said to Aditya, I am playing cricket. Okay, Vinay said to Aditya, I am taking bath, or I am doing breakfast. Okay, we will take the new one, I am taking breakfast. Okay, Vinay said to Aditya, I am taking breakfast. Now here you have to know that how should we change from direct to indirect, and what are the what reported verbs we have to take here, what are the further certain rules that we have to change and that we have to apply to change direct to indirect. Okay, Vinay, at the very first you have to listen to me properly the question. What is the question? Vinay said to Aditya, Vinay said to Aditya, said, okay, Vinay said to Aditya, I am doing breakfast, or I am taking breakfast. Here I will write, I will transform that into indirect. How? Vinay, you have to write here at the very first the proper noun, the subject. Okay, this is the subject, and here we have to introduce the reported verb, which is that one, Vinay told. Why? Said to is there. Whenever you will see said to, you have to convert that into told. If that is, that will be, if that is the assertive sentence. Otherwise you should have to apply another rules. If that will be interrogative, for instance, you have to change that said to into asked. Okay, so likewise you have to change. Vinay told Aditya that I am taking breakfast will convert. We have to use I instead of he, because who is telling? Vinay is telling. So he was, okay, sorry, he was taking. This is the change of tense. Taking breakfast. BREAKFAST. Okay, sorry for this one. And the second sentence will be of interrogative. Okay, if I introduce, if the question will be like, then how should we change? For instance, Vinay said to Aditya, when are you returning? When are you returning? When are you returning from Delhi? From Delhi. Vinay said to Aditya, when are you returning from Delhi? Now here, how we have to transform? What are the rules we have to adopt? We have to utilize, we have to apply for changing the direct to indirect. If now this is in the interrogative, how should we change? There are certain rules that we have to obey. Vinay, what is the important verb in the question, in the direct speech? Said to. That will change to asked. ASKD. If you want to replace this one, instead of that you can use inquired as well. So here I used asked. Vinay asked Aditya. But here we should not have to introduce conjunction, because the WH question, this is the WH interrogative. So WH interrogative means interrogative pronouns are already introduced in the question, that we have to adapt here, and we have to make that as a conjunction. Okay, here Vinay asked Aditya, when you are returning from Delhi. So that I have to transform. So here Vinay asked Aditya, when are you, we have to transform the tense as well. So when are you, then you have to say here, when he was returning, returning from Delhi. This is all about. Okay, I hope you understood this topic. And now in interrogative, another one rule is there. Now we discussed only about the WH type of questions. Now we have yes no type of questions as well. So if we take, for instance, if we take the direct speech as including the yes no type of question, like Vinay said to Aditya, or Vinay says to Aditya, in inverted commas, sorry, reported verb we have to clarify at the very first. Vinay says to Aditya, Vinay says to, then the rule differs. We should not have to use here asked. Instead of that we have to use the tells. Says to is there. So we have to transform that into tells. So Vinay says to Aditya, do you like mango? Do you like mango? So now here Vinay tells, not tells, because this is not an assertive. Why I introduced here tells? Deliberately I had written here the tells, just because to catch your attention. Okay, so now here actually we have to introduce here asks. Okay, asks, ASKS. Okay, ASKS. Yes, or instead of that you can use inquires. Okay, so Vinay asks Aditya. Vinay asks Aditya, do you like mango? So now how we have to convert? Here we have to introduce the conjunction as well. In yes no type of conjunction, in yes no type of direct speech, or while transforming that into indirect, we have to introduce according to the rule if or whether as a conjunction. So whichever you can take, if or whether, from either you can take if or you can take whether. So I will take here whether, whether, and in confusion, in hurry, you should not have to write here whether, weather. That will be wrong, totally wrong. So you have to be focused on your work. Okay. So Vinay asks Aditya whether he liked mango. This much only. You should not have to add here question mark, exclamation mark. You should not have to add there, because this is indirect. While direct, there in question you will be given. Okay, you will be given there the indirect questions. Direct questions with the quotation marks, with the interrogative interrogative marks, like question mark, like exclamation marks. But while transforming into indirect, you have to write in a very simple language, and what are the rules that you have to concentrate only. Okay, so this is all about. And now we will take the if. For instance, if we take the direct speech of imperative, then how we have to convert that into the indirect. Okay, here I will give you a sentence or a question or a direct speech, like Vinay said to Aditya. Vinay said to Aditya. Sorry, we can take here as well the say to. Vinay said to Aditya. Vinay said to Aditya. So now what we can write here? We can take so many reported speeches, but here in imperative we can take like Vinay say to, not Aditya. We can take instead of that. This is the bore one. So we can change now the pronouns. Proper nouns. Okay, proper nouns we can change. So which we can take? Which we will take? A policeman. A policeman. Okay, I have written here. A policeman say to his dog. A policeman say to his dog. Or instead of that, a policeman say to a constable. A policeman say to a constable, follow the car. Or chase the dog. Chase the car or jeep. Okay. So now here, a policeman. How we have to convert that into indirect? That I am going to teach you here. So here these all are the answers. These all are the indirect speeches. But if you wanna guess what were the direct speeches, then you can go back to the video and you can slowly listen what I have already told in the in our while giving. I had given the oral direct speeches, so you can go and check, you will get that. Okay, so a policeman. So here the rule will change. The rule will be changed. How? A policeman. Here what I introduced, say to. So that will be changed into commanded. Why? Or ordered. You can take, instead of that commanded, you can take ordered as well. Okay, a policeman ordered his servant to chase this car. I told, but that this car will be changed into indirect, like that car, that car. Okay, this is the answer of that indirect speech of imperative, and this is the indirect form of imperative question which I had introduced orally in the few minutes, few seconds ago. Okay, so now here we will take another example regarding exclamatory. Okay, now we will move further exclamatory. We have finished till now the questions related to the assertive. As in assertive we have two types: assertive, affirmative and negative, but we haven't discussed there. If we, maybe there will be two or not two, but here in imperative as well you have to introduce as the conjunctions, like infinitive. Okay, infinitives, I have written here the infinitive: to chase. Okay, 2 plus verb is called as infinitive, so I introduced here. All the rules I had already told in our previous videos. If you means if you watch those videos, then you will be fortunate to know this video, because this is just a rehearsal section. So before this video you have to watch those videos, then you will be understood what are these examples, what are those rules. Okay, so now we finished till now the assertive sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative. In interrogative we discussed two examples, one of WH and one of yes no. Okay, so now here we are moving further towards the exclamatory direct speeches. How, for instance, if we assume that in exclamatory we have indirect speech, like when I said to Aditya, or we can take, there are also two rules in exclamatory to change into indirect speech. So the rules also differ from one to each other, one to another. Okay, so now we will take one rule of exclamatory at the very first. As a question I will introduce: when I said to Ajit, when I said to Ajit, wish you happy new year, wish you happy new year. How we have to change that exclamatory sentence into indirect speech? Now here, look here on the board. Vinay wished. Okay, this is totally different but very easy to understand. Okay, Vinay wished Ajit happy new year, happy new year. Okay, so this is our part. And now furthermore we will know, this is one first rule of exclamatory of from changing direct to indirect. These you have to keep in your mind, and according to those you can go ahead and you can take a great plunge into solving from transforming direct to indirect speeches. So now we will move further to the second example, second rule of exclamatory, how to change direct to indirect. Okay, so now here, for instance, I will orally tell you that question how I said in my past. Likewise, I will tell you orally the question of exclamatory of the direct speech of exclamatory in a oral way. Like when I said Hurya, when I said Hurya, we won the match. We won the match. How should we have to convert that into indirect? Vinay, the rule again differs here. Okay, so Vinay exclaimed instead of said, you have to use exclaimed, because this is exclamatory sentence. Okay, if you have already watched those videos, if you have already listened or seen those videos of reported speech which I had introduced there, the rules of reported speech, then you can understand here, then you can easily solve before me the examples. Okay, so now here Vinay exclaimed, exclaimed, Vinay exclaimed with great joy. with great joy that. Okay, again here as a conjunction you have to introduce that. Okay, this is the what subordinating conjunction, but here this is working as a simple conjunction. Vinay exclaimed with great joy that we won the match will be converted into they. Okay, we to they. Who won the match? Vinay. That the second person introducing to third person. That sentence. That's we call the direct to indirect. Okay. Vinay exclaimed with great joy that they were. Sorry. The question you have to revise at the very first. What I said. I introduced the question like Vinay said, "Hurrah! We won the match." Then we won the match will be converted. We have to change the pronoun like we to they. We won the match means won is in the past indefinite, past simple. So past simple will be converted into the past perfect. That is the rule. So that we have to obey, and according to that we have to feel, or we have to fill here. Okay, they had won the match. Okay, with the patience I am solving all these examples, so you have to watch this video till the end to get clarified your misconceptions regarding this topic. So Vinay, again we will take random examples like now I would like to take the assertive sentence. Okay, again Vinay said to Akash, or Rahul said to Akash, come to my home. Come to my home. Vinay. Now I will take here Rahul. How as I introduced. Okay, Rahul. Rahul said to will be transformed into told. Rahul told Rajesh that. Rahul told Rajesh that come to my home. That will be transformed. That reported speech will be transformed into indirect. Likewise, let us see how that will be changed. That come to my home. Come will become came. Came to my home. This like also will be the examples, but rare to find these like examples. Okay, now furthermore we will take the interrogative. Okay, interrogative examples. Interrogative like Ajit said Vijit or Vinith. Ajit said or Ajit what? Ajit said to. Okay, now we will change. Now we will take changed reported verb like Ajit said to Vijit. Sorry, Vinith. Ajit said to Vinith when we have already taken where are you from, where are you from. Now here how should we change that into indirect. Now here Ajit say to, we have to convert that into ask. Say to ask. Okay, Ajit asked Vinith. Now here we have to use conjunction as the already given interrogative pronoun, which was that where. Ajit asked Vinith where he was from. Okay, this is all about. Now we will take another question of exclamatory. Okay, exclamatory is little hard, so we have to take that one now. Okay. Said Ajit said, oh, I lost my pen. Okay. Ajit said, that one. Ajit said, oh, I lost my pen. Ajit exclaimed with sorrow that he had lost his pen. Okay, these are the examples, practice examples of reported speech. So I think now you got some points or some ideas, some rules, some rehearsal practice regarding the reported speech. So I solved these many questions to you people. So if you want to gain some more confidence to solve furthermore examples regarding reported speech, and if you wanna be thorough in this in this topic, then you have to take some more examples and you have to solve those. You will gain definitely. I will give you the assurance that you will gain 100% victory over this topic. Okay, victory over this topic. You will 100% gain your confidence in that topic. Thank you so much.